Hello. So I had to adjust the mic just a little bit. We are now live with some Genshin Impact. Forgot I don't know. I feel like the way they mention the time is always weird for me because it's like 4 a.m. in the mornings. I think it's like the next. I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, the event started yesterday. Just kind of went and did my daily stuff. Didn't really mess around too much with the actual new event stuff, but I heard from a friend that it could be like kind of skipped for a bit. Uh, so I decided to go ahead and do this, kind of like I did the last one, the Chalk Prince and everything. Although personally, Xiao doesn't interest me like at all. So yeah, I'm not too fussed by it. But let's go ahead and get on over there and do some things with it. Let me right quick though. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the my backup farming team, just to get some of the character XP for them. Not my go-to, but I'd like to get some more stuff with some of these other characters that I bothered to pull for. So I'm hoping to get them leveled up. Ooh, Jingling actually. Yes, she's at 10s. I might have to swap her out too soon. Don't know what I would use for another fire character though. But now I have her name card. Excellent. Maybe go with Bennett for, but I don't really care too much for Bennett. I like her more. If I could get her up higher, yeah, that would be fun. Because you're maxed. I don't need another electric unit. I already have an air unit. I have an ice unit. Don't need a second bow unit. Another electric unit. I don't care too much for you.
Ow.
I know there's a couple official stands out there, but well, I guess I'll just keep rocking this for now. I can at least do some more stuff with Jean, Bado, and Ganyu, and I'll work on a new team later, and like I almost just ran straight on off there. But we're going to actually get down here and start the event. Wherever it is we actually go to do that. Okay, seems we're going there. We'll go ahead and go down here. That I've actually even been to Liwu since they actually updated it. Sorry, Liwei, not Liwu. But I don't know. Liwu sounds funnier to me, so I keep on saying Liwu. Oh, this is just the commission. Guess I should have been clear. Okay, go on then. Blah blah blah. Guess I'll go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'll buy this one and I don't know why there's a point taking a closer look. I don't know, this one's to me the most boring one because you just press that. I don't know, it's like I don't feel like there's anything actually involved here. Unless you can use fire on them to see if it's good or not. But I don't feel like you can. Oh, maybe that little glow there is supposed to let me. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's like a trick to that one, but I don't really care to look it up enough to know. I'll just spend my money and move on. Okay, let's see. What was the? Oh, it was Wang Shuin. Okay, I forgot. I remember it was there, but I guess that's where he lives. So, I guess I'll fly over to him. At least get through with the story stuff. Not gonna try to skip over any of it or anything, but like, it doesn't interest me too much personally. I mean, unless it's super cool. But I don't know, just the last event didn't really do too much for me for story, but the first one was really good. The first one I really liked.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Part of think so too. We've seen plenty of hilly churls before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
So let's go ahead and immediately push them away.
Goba, get them!
Born of ice and frost.
Just go and get her some more stats. So she can get her ultimate back. So ultimate's kind of pretty important on this team since she's not only healing.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too.
Honestly, couldn't really tell.
Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls. Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears.
I don't know if I've actually
But
seen
the
him wear
magic he
masks
was
too much.
using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
Sure.
Ahem. Hello. Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. I certainly don't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply.
They immediately speak like them, I guess, then.
The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Levi were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
Okay.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now, there is finally some hope for my ailing father. Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true adeptus, no doubt about it. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
Just pretty sure kind of being conned, but I mean, to be fair, that is also a very valid point. Like, you know, if they're dying, oh well.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the rite of dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Okay, I mean, you hired him to protect your goods while you travel. That's not too off there.
A life full of hope and purpose.
Although I also want to know what he's doing, although I guess it's not too strong and powerful since it only drives them away and actually kill them.
Oh, are you believers too? After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it.
I thought you really were mad at him not wanting him to return.
I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes? One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish. So be it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they? Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Okay. one of those weird parts in the story that I'm kind of surprised we're still working with him, because it seems like obviously a bit of a scam. Except for the merchant guy. Well, I feel like he did actually provide a service with the merchant guy, because this talisman thing actually kind of works. So him traveling with you and using that to make sure. Excuse me? How does this want me to get up there? How that talisman works is actually like useful. The other stuff, not really. But I don't think he's gonna take just food. Oh, at least he traveled
you'd
with
like
us.
a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running into him again. Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself?
I like that answer.
Really? What's so fishy about him?
Smash. So, yeah.
Huh. That's a good point. None of the other Adepti we've met seemed like they needed anything from anyone.
I mean, they didn't want to help anyone either, but I mean, I guess that's not too out there.
Book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
It's bad that kind of like him more than the Adepti, because the other Adepti don't even help
So,
people.
Are you buying or not?
Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there. So, are you buying or not?
This shelf. Well, that's the notice.
So, are you buying or not?
Okay, it's on the not shelf. It's on the desk. And not highlighted at all.
This is the
Excellent.
one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large.
Cool.
As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
I still don't know why Venti's there. But I mean, that's an interesting backstory. Still really careful, Xiao. But that's at least interesting.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of Adepti who defend Lyra. Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you? So, they're Yakshas. But supposedly, only one of them is still alive today.
I mean, I guess it could be some other non-main Yakshas. If you said 5 main, that's specifying that there's like some other ones.
Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years. The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Lille, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second. Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly churls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right?
Yes.
Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory. To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least.
Yeah.
But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn.
Okay. I just think it was kind of weird that we just happened to meet him at the bookstore after we teleported from up here to the bookstore. He fast traveled with us.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Also, like, I think I just noticed there's the symbol for Pyro on the back of Gabbo's body, back, whatever. On his back. I'll just handle these myself.
Flee at my command, foul demon.
Does he just do that to the same 2 ones?
Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here, too.
Would
We
you
have to
just
stay
leave him if they want the bystanders there? Okay, so his mask thing isn't actually that good.
Take this!
Which is interesting. Oh, so these guys actually feel kind of weak. Let's see, what level are they actually? 86? I mean, it shouldn't be too weak for them. They're the souped up hilichurls. They don't feel the most souped up. Oh, wait, he's still alive? Hello, I'm the legendary Adepted Beast Coco Goat.
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has
How
the
is Sigil of
evil aura
Permission?
of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Could I do it without having to use sight though? Oh. Apparently it's over here, so I'm just readjusting some things. Like, I thought I heard somebody, but I wasn't sure what. Anybody got in this treasure chest, but I mean, I guess it's at least worth double checking. I found it was weird that they spawned back there again. Like there was only just one Hilichurl too.
It's that conqueror of demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these Hilichurls. Let's see what a real Adeptus has to say about all this.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
How do you accumulate bad karma from killing bad things?
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah, Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Still over the elevator popped out of existence, never mind.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
Okay, where are we going? Oh gosh, it's literally right next to me. I thought we wouldn't be teleporting. There we go. Just get just a little bit closer. Sure. We'll try this team. Let's see what this gets us.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will
Leeway.
use the ritual known
Those
as the
are cool.
Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
These places are pretty cool. Oh, what? Quest specific event as a result of the build-up of divine karma in the area, Xiao will have the Bane of All Evil permanently activated and will constantly lose HP. Additionally, the effects of that divine karma will allow Xiao to regenerate HP when he deals damage to opponents. Where do I go from here, though? Do I just gently glide over? Can I walk off it? Yeah.
Useless.
Okay, I will admit I haven't ever used Xiao before, so I don't. Still haven't tested him, so I don't even know. Okay, so his thing seems to be a dash. A couple dashes. Oh well, I'll just go back to my. Oh, I can't even use the regular team. I guess I'll just keep doing this. Does he attack people and call them foreign? Xiao might have some questionable talents. Oh, okay, so he can jump pretty high. Interesting.
Get out of my way!
That would be too bad, but I don't really want to invest too much in another spear. I mean, besides Su Tao. Although I already have a fire spear user, but I know she seems to me more fun. Oh, well, I guess I might at least like her character.
Useless.
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Yeah, because I'm losing HP, but I'd like to hear what you have to say before. Oh, apparently I could already get up here. Oh my gosh, platforming. Okay.
Useless.
Get up here with you, thank you. I guess we're now heading up here. Okay, we actually can walk out. I thought there'd be like, you'd fall off. Well, let's see if I can actually do some of this platforming properly, because I didn't actually jump that time. Okay, now we have a bridge. We got a resurrection door activated, which might be good, because I am constantly losing HP just walking around. Let me just quickly knock them out of here. I mean, this is an interesting battle considering, I guess, this would be like his ultimate. This is like a temporary status buff he gets. And it's just activated for the whole time. I mean, this is kind of an interesting domain. I think some of the domains can sometimes be one of the more interesting things in this game. Not that I don't like some of the other stuff the game has, but I find that the domains are some very cool and interesting content. Hello? Get kind of just stuck there, floating. I didn't mean to press whatever I apparently pressed there, which was C, and I thought I was up here pressing E. Kind of trying to use that whenever it gets off of cooldown. Gonna quickly stab him to death.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable.
I feel like he calls them living things, which I guess is true, just sound like weird words to specifically call Hilichurls.
Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
No.
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned.
Well, that's why they pay
Millennia
him.
ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing? That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait, truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
That's easy to kill him.
Thinking about killing him.
I only do killing.
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps, probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
Okay. Well, all of that happened. It is interesting because I feel like we really have yet reached the event. Like so far, this almost still feels like just new story they added in. Just a little. There we go. I guess we'll see what we have down here, and if I've actually really explored down here enough to know if I've seen those things or not. Or they just didn't mean anything to me at the time. I mean, there is lots of statues
The
out here.
spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
we know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the adepti arts.
Wow. Hyman's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
I'll take those eggs off the roof.
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
But first we go up here to grab your bird eggs. Like how all of that just failed. Oh gosh, yeah, the shrine is seriously not in good shape. Hello, eggs? There we go. Okay, let's just go and gather up those things then. Actually, I feel like I might have been here once before. To at least to destroy a building like this. Oh, so I have to find 7 of those? Interesting. I was if I actually needed 7 of them, or if that was like 1 and they would call that because they were for the 7 stars or something.
Hyman thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we? Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here.
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
Ah! It's that guy's voice.
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and censer used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. It is not untrue to say this. The line between Adepti and ghosts is a fine one indeed. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't
Yeah,
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons. If only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Born of ice and frost.
Back off!
We're way behind schedule. No touching.
okay. I guess continue this way along the road. Not too far off now. Thought this might be a little bit more interesting than just teleporting in from top of the mountain and gliding over. There might be something interesting along this road. Oh yeah, these two statues. I've seen these before. I may have climbed up all over them a couple times looking for some Oculus Rifts. There's a stone-hide Lalatrell? I mean, I guess. I don't really see it, but...
Born of ice and frost, this is long overdue. Wait, hear me.
Momma, get them!
Back at ya! To ashes!
Did I hear somebody say meow?
Out of the frying pan!
No touching.
Oh. Meow meow. Oh, did that she? Huh? Who would have thought we'd find the cat here? Guess he somehow had Lara Troll prevented anyone from searching for it here, and since it was too scared to leave, it just hid. She was lucky that we came over. We might have to wait for a while longer, huh? Meow meow. Meow meow. Hey, what you doing? Paimon doesn't think it understands what you're saying anyways. Let's just bring it back to land and let her return it to the person and put the commission up. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. How did you? Never mind. Let's just bring it back to land. Okay. Just a little side quest thingy there. I was like, why is it saying there's a stone-hide Lalatrell? I can't really even see it, but I mean, I guess for doing something in this area, it's probably worth it. Let's go ahead and taking it out now.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual?
Yes.
This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
Oh, and, he says hi!
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Excellent.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions, let us begin.
Then we meditate. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that frog.
Can they stop calling?
Hmm. Hmm. Bring forth sin! It looks Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
I mean, I guess that sounds fair. I like how we had to bring Amber along with us for this one. If you were, I guess, fully free to play.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
Guess what? Yeah, I already did.
Dead. Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
We really are beating him up.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
I'm gonna beat you up with a pirate lady.
Stop it! Stop it! Ow! What's happening? Is this really not a dream?
Just like that one shot flew
Please
straight through his
stop.
head.
I surrender! I surrender! No! No, never again. You almost killed me. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
I feel like we really taught him a lesson,
We
but sure.
did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
Huh. So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Oh, great conqueror of demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
Ugh.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshuin first thing tomorrow and look for him.
Gosh, I can see why Lynx was talking about there's just lots of ugh. You want to get to the interesting stuff.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false adeptus who wore a mask? He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How
Like a voice.
strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it. Paimon's curious. Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets.
By the time I read this letter, I will have embarked upon my journey of self-improvement. I regret that I cannot apologize to the two of you in person, but I hope you will forgive me. Since the conquerors of the demons appeared to me in a dream, I have not slept. My nights have been spent thinking about how I may fulfill my vow. Not only have I deceived you two, but I have also exploited the hopes and dreams of my believers. People in dire straits often become weak, thirsting blindly after something to believe in. With my lies, I brought them false salvation, while their true desires grew further and further away. Now that in long gone era, the desires of mankind were not as complicated as they have now become. The conqueror demons shouldered the desires of Liwei's people as he contended with demons. Wearing his mask, he concealed the weakness brought by human desire. As a false adeptus, I am one who always wears a mask. Your adeptus only needs to wear it when facing demons. If I wear a mask to hide the evil that has corrupted my heart, then the conqueror of demons was a mask to hide the part of him that is human, and yet he wears the face of a demon king only that he might subdue all demons. Once I have realized this, I became deeply aware of my own ugliness, and I understand that what it truly means to be an adeptus. Off on this journey over hill and river, strengthening my body and spirit, not because I harbor any hope of fully atoning for my sins. I do it only to earn the right to be counted amongst the believers of the Adepti. I've already asked someone to return the money I cheated others of. A few goods remain in my possession, but they are of no use to me on my journey of self-improvement. Please take them. Please take the sigil of permission that my grandfather left me as well. I am no longer worthy of it. I wish that you will be granted that which you desire. May we meet again. Wang Peng En, a sinner.
Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot Xiao lives here.
Ah, there you are.
Like they just stayed in the same building too, apparently.
We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
One grilled tickerfish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
Tickerfish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
I mean, you did mention kind of wanting one again.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
Uh-huh. And And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Okay, so I guess that was like his story quest. Okay, so I had to do his story quest. Now we actually get to the event story. Okay.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year? Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns into the night sky. Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You catch Paimon's drift?
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you? We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
Interesting. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Oh, of course, don't actually have
It's so nice to de-stress.
a quest started. There we go. The origin of the lanterns. Go to Liyue Harbor. Okay, so it's just
Let me guess where you're from.
a very kind of generic start. So I'll teleport in and fly over.
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing, hmm?
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious, what number did you have in mind exactly? Oh, forget it. Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy.
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it. I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy.
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the Lantern Rite? This year's Mingxiao lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome.
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
Okay.
So many stalls. Here, there, everywhere.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time.
I don't know why we're navigating to that one. Oh, hello.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it? I did the right thing, didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the lantern rite, aren't they?
It's a Madme Pink. Apparently Madme Ping was down here. We're gonna visit her teapot. Interesting redecorations going on.
Next on the agenda.
This year's Ming Xiao lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. He always was a show-off. I'm sure he will be very pleased. Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountain started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the Adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain. And if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, he then kept on fighting until his blood was drained and his life ran out.
Oh boy.
Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day, and the blood that he lost in the battle turned into the Bishui River. Whether you believe the story or not, I'm just happy you're willing to listen to me tell it. Surely the reason the Lantern Rite exists is because people throughout the ages have chosen to come together as friends, rather than stay in isolation. Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom spread to all, and never be extinguished.
Uh-huh. I don't want to actually get to the event, part of the event, but, you know. I guess I take some lore dumps. So that kind of like, because you have to do a whole bunch of lore dump before you actually get to the stuff you really want to do, which is playing some interesting stuff.
That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Ming Xiao lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang Zhou. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Ming Xiao lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first lantern rite?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival. You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Ming Xiao lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market, but despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Ming Xiao lantern construction.
So, the Xiao market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Oh, wow. Really? That was kind of quick.
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Xiao market. Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who joins in the festivities has a good time.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help. As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
Okay. Where we are heading to?
We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking. Hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later. Come on then, place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too. Huh? Grilled tiger fish? That's the one Pervasies love to eat, isn't it? Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time. Okay, here's your grilled tiger fish. What do you think?
Delicious. Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
Okay, I guess back to this chick.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
So tasty.
Oh, yeah? He said that last year, too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now. Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao lantern is for you.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely. But if you're interested in Xiao lanterns, you can ask Jimmy over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Ming Xiao lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
I honestly don't care about Xiao enough to want to be doing this for him, but you know,
Next on the agenda.
this gets me to a tower defense mode.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline. Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, you don't look like locals to me. Looking to try your hand at making your own? I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one. I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these.
I think these need to go. Okay, faster right shards. Thinking about actually getting any other benefits from crafting these. Yeah, but wouldn't have thought so. Maybe Xiao.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice. Did you get it?
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous Ming Xiao lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support the Ming Xiao lantern's construction.
Whoa, so that's how the Ming Xiao lantern is built.
Such is the lantern rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build Ming Xiao lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received. Especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun.
This is the Lantern Rite Gala.
I'm tired. Not going to lie, just other stories it's kind of boring me a little bit. I want to actually do something.
So, did you find Jingming?
We did! And he taught us all about how to make Xiao lanterns. Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy Lantern Rite.
She sounds familiar, oddly. Oh. Excellent. Let me make sure I missed that from like yesterday. So you do that at some point. So all that glitters. Unlock this after 2 days. I guess I can always try doing that. Lantern Right Tales 2. Oh, okay, this is just like a whole bunch of those small like story quests. Theater Mechanicus quest to unlock. Xiao Market, what is this? So I can buy stuff with those. So I'm assuming I get for the Mechanicus quest.
It's so nice to de-stress.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore. What's the matter? No worries, I'm just trying to sort out everything that I don't want to actually talk to you. Needs to be taken care of for the Lantern rites. It's just that the more I think about it, the more issues come up. And the colleagues took part of the workloads upon themselves. It's my turn this year to coordinate the Xiao Lantern delivery. If I don't buckle up and prepare everything, I won't make it in time. Right, when I said Xiao Lantern delivery, I meant more than just sending out the lanterns themselves. Simply put, it's more about playing the role of Lantern Rite Ambassador, passing on well wishes, and creating the festive atmosphere. Even with most people being off work for the festival, including some store owners and their staff, there are still essential workers who can't just take a break. For example, those in charge of keeping order during the celebration, like the Millith. The Millith of Civil Affairs usually sends them, the Ministry of Civil Affairs usually sends them gifts of knowledge. They're hard to welcome on the Lantern Rite season. They're about to visit the Millith responsible for keeping our city safe, to gift them the Xiao Lanterns, the token of gratitude. However, we're a little bit short-staffed and haven't managed to send out the gifts to all soldiers on our list yet. Could you do me a favor and deliver these gifts? It's amazing. Thank you so much. Look at recipients. Let's see which of the Millers haven't been checked off. Those people. Okay, I didn't actually want to talk to you at all. Let's go ahead and cancel all that navigation, because I wanted to actually do the, hey, I made the cool thing, the Theater Mechanicus. Actually direct me to the right person this time, please. I don't want to do these other stupid quests. I want to do the actual fun sounding one. There's a tower defense junkie. Hello, would you like to play around a Theater Mechanicus? I've never heard of it. Allow me to introduce you to it then. Theater Mechanicus is kind of a tabletop game invented by yours truly. You see these pieces laid out on the table here? These are all important items in the game of Theater Mechanicus. Looks pretty complicated. It may seem complicated, but you'll get the hang of it. I've played a couple of times. So how about it? Would you like to give it a try? No, not at all. Is it lunch right after all? Besides, I was hoping to collect everyone's initial impressions of the game. So all it will cost you to play is a single Xiao Lantern. If you'd like to try, just bring me a Xiao Lantern and you'll be good to go. Come on, give it a try. I'll even let you play the first round for free and you can keep your Xiao Lantern. For challenging a stage, you can use Ventricus sigils to unlock new Mechanicus and upgrade the ones in your possession. Each time Mechanici is upgraded, it grows in strength. Once a certain level is reached, you can also gain additional effects. Level and type of Mechanici available within a stage depends on how advanced your Mechanici are in the open world. A stage can be challenged by up to 2 players at any given time. You can take co-op of Theater Mechanicus. The max constructible various Mechanicus is a collective limit that is shared between all players. Each player still accrues points individually. Once the challenge has started, you can spend points to build various kinds of things, to designate bases, and more points by defeating monsters during the stage. Some towers can be rotated to just the area covered. Moving towers refunds a portion of their cost. At the beginning of each stage and after defeating a set number of monsters, you can choose a stage mystic art. Some of them will simply strengthen your towers, others can provide even greater boosts. come with exciting side effects. Choose carefully. To achieve victory in the stage, you must keep defeating monsters to prevent them from escaping. During these stage, characters neither deal damage to opponents nor obtain elemental energy. Skillful utilization of the environment and towers is the key to completing the challenges. Upon completing a challenge, you will be rewarded with sigils that can be used to empower your mechanic. Okay. Co-op session, the theater mechanics, yeah, blah blah blah. Child stage. Yeah, let's try this team, I guess. I don't know. Push you to do stage features. Rounds monsters, okay. Stage is this. Tidal Flats, Spark, Thin Ice, Thunder Strike, Recovery, okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so we have them coming in from both sides. Okay, what do we want to construct here? I think I want to kind of build. I'd like to know what that actually does. Recommend Tidal Flats.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Do I have any more I can build, or are we out? I kind of want to build that. I kind of want to build a Thin Ice here. And then I think another Thin Ice. Then if I can, I want to build a Spark. And then build another Spark. Okay, apparently Spark is fire. I don't know why I thought Spark would be electric. Sounds more electric. I mean, I guess Thunder Strike should be electric too, but to me Spark doesn't sound very electric. Hey, do I have enough points now? Down the stage interactions. I guess maybe the. Oh, it costs money. Okay. Do I have a whole bunch? I have 80, and apparently I ran out. Excellent. Can I go to you again? Can I go to? Okay, apparently I can't actually do it now because I've screwed it up. I don't actually want to start the wave. I would like to be able to read the stuff I'm supposed to be interacting with. I guess we put another Spark down. Nope, I don't have any points, so I guess we actually do start the wave. No, I don't like the buttons for this one. I might have to rebind them. Oh my gosh, people, please stop calling.
Next on the agenda, healthy body, healthy mind.
We're way behind schedule. agenda? Healthy body, healthy mind. Huh. We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Next on the agenda, healthy body, healthy mind. Healthy body, healthy mind. Get them! Next on the agenda, into the fire! No touching! No touching!
Blazing Frost.
Momma, get them!
Back off!
Nice and spicy!
Take this!
Momma, get them!
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. Healthy body, healthy mind. We're way behind schedule.
Now I got stomach cramps. Momma, get them! Back at ya! ice and frost.
Back at ya!
Momma, get them! Race you!
Access denied.
Momma, get them!
We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost.
Momma, get them!
Take this!
truant lantern, right? Aren't they?
Theater Mechanicus!
Next on the agenda. Rex Lapis, I am sorry.
To ashes! Eat this!
Barbados, guide us. No touching.
Nova, get them!
Not bad. We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and...
Nova, get them!
Back off!
Yes. Let me finish what I'm doing. Nope.
Another test subject.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
That's I got careless. You're only that tingle. Come again.
Nice and spicy!
No touching. We're way behind schedule. For Rex Lapis.
Eat this!
That tingle. I got careless.
Take this!
I got careless.
Nice and spicy!
Take this! Wind, hear me!
I got careless. Have a little taste. Fry.
Nice and spicy!
I got careless.
To ashes!
I got careless.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well,